Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thank you for joining us at 6. More than 30 years later, Kentucky State Police have a big update in a cold case that captivated an entire Kentucky community.
The troopers say new DNA tests allowed them to finally identify the red-headed Jane Doe, a woman who was found dead in a refrigerator in Knox County. Connor McHugh is here with more in tonight's LEX 18 Big Story at 6.
This comes as bittersweet news for one family out of North Carolina. Last year, a woman from that family named Elizabeth PILGRIM came to us saying she believed the red-headed Jane Doe was her mom. Troopers confirmed that today, identifying the Jane Doe as SB Regina Black Pilgrim. She was found strangled and tossed away in rural Knox County back in 1985. In several stories with Pilgrim since last fall, she told us her mother went missing when she was just a few months old. Pilgrim said the Jane Doe looked similar to family members and had on jewelry others had seen before. This is what she had to say back in April when asked about what it would mean to know this was her mom.
I want it to be her. I don't want her to be dead. Nobody does. But I kind of want it to be her just for the closure aspect of it. Like, I don't have to wonder and question anymore.
State police still don't know who is responsible for SB Regina Black Pilgrim's death. Over the years, many people have tied her case to similar ones in the region, calling the potential suspect the red-headed killer. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Connor. A Lexington mother says her autistic child came home from school with marks and cuts across his upper body. Now the Fayette County school system confirms to LEX 18 they are investigating an incident. Conroy DeLuche has more details.
Joe Grayson says Friday, September 14th was a long morning for her 11-year-old son, Thatcher.
Yes, my son has autism, epilepsy, and celiac, and we're also working on a diagnosis for hypermobility.
The day started with speech therapy, then community-based instruction, and that was before he even got on the school bus to Tates Creek Middle. Later that morning,
my son was having a meltdown. He refused to get up off the gym floor, and a teacher and a school nurse dragged him down a hallway until they could get him to the resource classroom.
Grayson says Thatcher is minimally verbal, so when it came time for bed, she says that she was shocked at the cuts and marks on Thatcher's body.
The teacher had messaged me that they had to pick him up off the gym floor earlier in the day, but she did not say that he was dragged down the hallway.
Grayson says she has been talking to an attorney and also with Fayette County Schools Police about the incident. She hopes to see cameras in every classroom to monitor and also better training for teachers to help with her son, especially in the event of another meltdown.
And staff need to know how to handle those issues, and I don't feel like that they do know how to handle those issues and do so in a safe manner.
Covering the news in Lexington, Conroy DeLuche, LEX 18 News.
Well, the Fayette County school system just released this statement, and we don't even have a graphic for it yet, so I want to read this to you. We are committed to ensuring the safety and well-being of our students and take any and all reports of this nature seriously. While we cannot discuss individual personnel matters, we can say that in a situation involving these type of allegations, we would make a report to the Cabinet for Health and Family Services and place that employee involved on administrative leave until the investigation is complete, end quote.
Big news tonight from one of the biggest employers in Mercer County. The Hitachi plant laid off a number of workers today. LEX 18's Kylan Mills has the latest information.
A lot of employees here at Hitachi in Harrodsburg still just heading out and heading home for the day after what we're told was a very emotional day for many. The mayor estimates about 100 people here lost their jobs. However, he did not have an exact number of workers who've been laid off from this plant, and Hitachi has not returned any of our calls. Several employees have contacted LEX 18 saying they were surprised when they showed up to work and learned that this would be their last day. One employee told me they were called in groups of 8 or 10 and told the news, then asked to leave the building. Several employees say they're upset because their medical benefits were cut off today. People in the area say this news is concerning.
It's sad. I mean, that's a lot of jobs lost. It's going to be tough. You know, there's not a lot of jobs around here.
The mayor confirmed a police presence was requested at the facility here today, and we did see a sheriff's deputy out here earlier, but we're told no incidents have been reported. Covering the news in Mercer County from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom, back to you.
Summertime weather in October. Just enjoy it while we have it because you know it can't last forever. Summertime weather comes some summertime thunder showers. Here's the MaxTrack Live Doppler showing you one. Moving now into Montgomery County, coming up on Highway 460, Camargo, Jeffersonville. You're about to get a nice little downpour. There are a couple of rumbles of thunder mixed in with that. Just passed by the Mountain Parkway. You folks there in Clay City had a nice downpour. Stanton, you got a few little light showers and sprinkles out of the deal. It's also passed just mainly to the east of McKee there in Jackson County, now passing 421 around Grayhawk. That's also moving to the northeast. You folks there, Owsley County will get clipped by that one eventually. Future track. A couple of showers that go away quickly over the next hour or two. By midnight, it's a partly cloudy sky. It's also really warm tonight. You're talking temperatures tomorrow morning getting the day started close to what our normal high is. By tomorrow afternoon, scattered showers and thunder showers again. A little better coverage than what we've been seeing today will be around, but they'll be tapering off later in the afternoon. We are still sitting in the 80s most places. What a remarkably warm day, and we will talk about that in a couple of minutes.
Don't know about you, but I want to hang on to summer as long as we can.
Always, always. That's a good plan. Also with the news tonight, a year ago today, 3 Lexington men survived the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history. All 3 were at the Route 91 Harvest Festival in Las Vegas for different reasons. They still remember exactly what happened when the shots were fired. Carolina Buchek spoke with them about this somber anniversary.
The guy didn't have to aim at us at all. He just fire into a crowd and you'll hit something.
Russell Bleck still has nightmares about the shooting, and he's even dealing with things he never imagined he would have to go through, like accusations from conspiracy theorists.
A lot of people have been sending like death threats, things like that to us afterwards, saying, you know, you're a crisis actor.
Bleck is no actor. He's a survivor of the shooting, and he's not the only one from Lexington who luckily did not get hurt.
Honestly, I didn't realize anything was wrong until we were running, because everyone else was running. We thought it was fireworks. We didn't think that it was gunfire.
James Oceanbine and Chad Perkins were at the concert working, streaming interviews with the performers. Once they realized what was happening, they took cover in the production trailer.
It felt like forever, but I think it was maybe 5-10 minutes.
All 3 survivors can't believe a year has now passed since the shooting. While they have found some peace with what happened, one thing still bothers them: the lack of answers.
A little puzzled at that. There's cameras all over Las Vegas. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, they're everywhere. So why there isn't any information out, you know, I don't know.
Covering the news, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.
A thoroughbred foal had to be euthanized late last week after someone fired shots at a Jessamine County farm.
And now 5 Central Kentucky thoroughbred businesses have contributed to a substantial reward. Alexa Helwig reports.
The executive director here at the Kentucky Thoroughbred Association told me word traveled fast throughout the industry when the Jessamine County Sheriff's Office announced that a foal had been shot. Now a group of stakeholders have gotten together offering a $12,500 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
Kentuckians are very good at breeding these horses, and we love horses here.
Which is why more than 20,000 thoroughbreds live within a 40-mile radius, and the loss of this foal is valuable.
People have tried to harm horses before in the past. The circumstances like this, it's a new one.
Chauncey Morris tells me this is a tight-knit industry. The sheriff's office came to them. Contributing money to a reward is how they want to help.
This is something that came as a shock, and we hope that those responsible will be found and justice will be served.
Covering the news in Jessamine County, Alexa Helwig, LEX 18 News.
A Montgomery County pastor accused of defrauding the U.S. government of more than $100,000 has entered a guilty plea. That, according to the Mount Sterling Advocate. Robbie Kahn, a pastor at Jeffersonville Assembly of God, was accused of collecting Social Security benefits while he was still working. Investigators say Kahn was approved for disability due to heart surgery in 2009, but his church was paying Kahn's salary to his wife. She was also indicted. However, the paper reports the charges against his wife will be dismissed. The Scott County coroner was back in court today. John Goebel has been indicted on charges of receiving stolen property involving more than $40,000 worth of weapons and ammunition, which belonged to KSP. A state trooper and retired KSP lieutenant colonel have also been indicted. Goebel's due back in court on December 3rd for a ruling on a motion to dismiss. You know, a lot of you do this several times a week.
Yes, you think you're safely locking your purse in your car, but that's not the case. This week's Crime Stopper investigation coming up on LEX 18 News at 6.